Hi there, HIJH Orchestra family. Welcome to my backyard and back patio here. You can hear the birds are chirping and Brody's over there running around in the yard. I hope you're enjoying your spring break 2020 here in Indiana, and I hope that you and your family and your loved ones are staying safe and staying healthy during this unprecedented time that we're living in. I wanted to reach out to you today after the governor's announcement that we wouldn't be returning to our school buildings for the rest of the 2019 to 2020 school year. I had actually initially planned to reach out to you yesterday after that announcement was officially made, but I decided that I needed a little bit of time to process, and I thought that all of you might too, since this is something we've never seen before. I want to let you know how much I miss you. I miss your smiles. I miss seeing you. I miss your jokes. I miss your rolling your eyes at my jokes, which I've always thought were good, so I don't know why you wouldn't think that they were. I miss talking with you. I miss laughing with you. But most of all, I miss making music with you. You know, I'm not sure if I've told this story before. It's very possible that I have. As you know, I'm getting older and my memory is starting to go. But I'm going to tell it again because I think it bears repeating. I will never forget the day that I found out that you could be an orchestra teacher and that could be your actual career. And as soon as I found that out, I knew that's what I wanted to do. I will never forget the moment. I was sitting in Mrs. Braden's fourth grade orchestra class at Concord Westside Elementary School up in Elkhart, Indiana. And I was holding my little half-size violin on my lap, and we were just about to play Hot Cross Buns. And I raised my hand and I said, "Mrs. Braden, what do I have to do to become an orchestra teacher like you?" And she said, "Well, Benji, can you believe that was my name back then?" She said, "Benji, you're going to have to work really hard in your music classes from here up through high school. And then you're going to have to go on to college and you're going to have to work hard in your music classes there. But after you're finished with all of that, you can graduate with a music education degree and you can become an orchestra teacher." And since I found that out, my friends, I have never looked back. And I have been so blessed to get to live that dream and teach orchestra. Since that time, I've worked with literally hundreds of young musicians all across the country. And each and every one of those musicians has made an impact on my life and on my teaching and on my own music making, and that includes every single one of you. You know, the HIJH Orchestra family is a very special family, and it's one that you're going to be a part of for the rest of your life. And even though we didn't get to do everything we planned to do this year, I think we have a lot to celebrate and a lot to be proud of. We made some wonderful music together, and we had a great time doing it. And I know I myself wouldn't trade that for anything. You know, the greatest orchestra teacher to ever teach, her name was Mrs. Susan Ellington. And she used to give her graduating seniors in high school a beautiful framed copy of a poem at their final concert as they were getting ready to transition on to the next phase of their lives. And I was lucky enough to have the opportunity to student teach with Susan and to work with her then for several years afterwards. And she gave me a copy of that poem as well. And I would like to read it for you now. It's actually sitting on my desk in a frame at school. Maybe some of you have seen it. Here's what it says. "Isn't there a kind of sample brotherhood in the making of music? Just a sample under traditions that are transitory, but one which might grow if it could be remembered and nurtured. Making music together is hard work that is fun. Making music together creates a kind of brotherhood where failure is everybody's loss, where success is a victory for all, where differences and inherited beliefs hold no relevance. We create a new world for a few moments. We are for a time in pastures green, and remembering, wish the world could be like that forever." I think that's pretty neat. Each member of our orchestra family at HIJH is completely different. We look different. We sound different. We have different beliefs, different family structures, different values. But none of that matters when we all come together to make music. Folks, music is a gift and it brings people together. And I think that's pretty darn cool. So, stay tuned after we get back from spring break for our plans for the rest of the school year. Even though we won't see each other in person, there's a lot to celebrate and I don't want to skip over that. So we will find ways to celebrate your tremendous achievements for the 2019-2020 school year. 8th graders, watch your home postal mail for my traditional goodbye cards as I'm going to be sending those out to your home addresses here in the next few weeks. Folks, thank you for being a part of my musical family. And always remember that each and every one of you is incredible, wonderful, and a valuable person. Also remember that I'm proud of you, and I'm proud to be your teacher, and I always will be. Take care of yourselves, be healthy, and stay safe.